Welcome to r/Choosingbeggars, where Karen's wedding gets ruined. Our next Reddit post is from La Patisserie de Paris. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the account that I specifically created to tell the stories of choosing beggars and Karens that I encounter through my work. And trust me, it's a lot. For some context, I recently opened a small pickup bakery in Paris. There's no physical store that customers can access, just a pickup point to come and get their orders. And I keep meeting absolute lunatics. For this baptism of fire, we'll start with the absolute first choosing beggar I encountered. We'll call her Haley and her husband Jojo. It's 7:30 a.m. We've only been open for a few days and I get a call. We stated everywhere that we're not open until 8, but what the hell, I'm awake, so I take the call. Do you make wedding cakes? First off, bonjour, madame, and second, yes, we do make wedding cakes. In France, saying bonjour is like a sign of respect, and not saying bonjour or bonsoir to people is seen as particularly rude. Anyways. Perfect! You see, I'm getting married this Friday. And for context, it was Monday. And I have a really specific cake in mind. Would you be able to do that? I mean, I need a basic description, but sure, I can fit you in. Since I just opened, I barely had any clients and I had a lot of time, so why not? So I want a 3-tier cake with white buttercream on the outside and with a bouquet of flowers scattered all over. Sure, our cakes usually start at 22 centimeters tall. Do you want the tiers to be made of 3 or 4 cakes, and what flavor? I want 4 tiers, and all vanilla, your most expensive one. I want to taste it, but I want it filled with Nutella. Nutella buttercream? No, just plain Nutella, and really filled, with nothing else. I'll have to use some kind of buttercream to make like a dam so the Nutella doesn't fall off the sides. Ugh, fine. But only the smallest amount because I don't really like butter. How much will it be? So to sum up, a 4-tier cake, each tier made with 4 cakes. All vanilla, filled with Nutella buttercream and plain Nutella. White frosting on the outside with fresh flowers. Is that all? Yes, and I want it to really have a boho chic floral vibe, so how much? Hang on, just crunching some numbers. Be quick! Well, altogether that'll be about 150 euros if the flowers are all supposed to be fresh flowers. I don't advise that you go with realistic edible flowers. They're handmade and a pain to make. It would probably double the price. Now, if you agree, I would love to proceed with a Zoom meeting later where we would go more in depth in things and make a perfect sketch of your cake. I was met with silence, then a big, loud sob. You're trying to ruin my wedding! Excuse me? That is way too much! Your prices are scandalous! Madam, if 150 euros is too much for you, we can downsize. We can knock off a tier, or you can choose a regular cake from the website and I can touch it up for you. There are many cakes on our website that cost just 35 euros, 8 inches too. I don't want a regular cake, I want something fancy. Maybe a pièce montée of cream puffs? I can add flowers to that. But I want cake! Maybe the same, but with cupcakes? Cupcakes? Like an effing plebeian? I will not compromise on my wedding day. Well, I wish you luck then. It won't be easy finding that cake for less than 150 euros. My price is mostly ingredient costs, and my margins are very slim. Well, at the local supermarket, they would make it for me for 50 euros. 50? Really? Yes. So would you lower your price? Well, I don't understand why we're continuing this conversation. Just go there then. I heard some kind of noise, then heard sobbing in the distance. Then I heard her husband. Hello? Who is this? Why did you upset my fiancé? Oh, hi, mister. I'm the baker from such and such bakery. I was talking to Miss Haley about a wedding cake and... Oh yes, my apologies. I'm Mr. Jojo, the groom. Did Haley tell you about what she wants? Yes, I gave her a 150 euro price, but apparently that's too much for you. 150? That's perfect! Then, in the distance, I heard... No! I heard the guy say to his fiancée, That's why you threw your phone? 150 euros is amazing. Why are you crying? She's ripping me off. My wedding is ruined. OP, would you excuse us a minute? Sure, go on. I hear them arguing in the distance for a long time. Hi, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. Would you still be able to do it? If my future contact is only through you, sure.
No, I am the bride. You can't do this to me.
Well, it's a no then. Good luck to you, mister. Thank you anyways. I'll be in touch in case she changes her mind. Okay, have a nice day, and I hung up. I'm starting to think that I should add a mental health tax to wedding cakes. I understand that weddings can be stressful, but come on, a full meltdown for a very reasonable price? The minds of Choosing Beggars are a true wonderland. So I don't know a whole lot about wedding cakes, but it kind of seems to me that $150 for a wedding cake in less than a week is like a really, really good deal. Am I wrong about that? Posted to Facebook. Hi friends! I start my new job Monday. So excited! And I need the community's help to look the part. Since I'm just starting out, I won't have a paycheck for 2 weeks, and I need help with some essentials. Things have been tough lately, and I'm looking forward to getting back on my feet. Here's my wish list. 1. A designer handbag. I will accept either Gucci or Fendi bags. 2. Any color size 6 designer shoe. Must be Jimmy Choo or Louboutin only. 3. A new fob key for a 2021 Cadillac Escalade. My battery died in mine. 4. Toilet paper or hand soap. The toilet paper must be 2-ply. 5. The kiddos need new water bottles, and nothing cheap please because the other kids will shame them, so only Yeti or Hydro Flask. 6. Nespresso coffee capsules. No decaf, but I do like flavors. 7. A 10-ounce jar of mayonnaise. I need it for my little one's eczema. Yo, what is this list? The mom gets designer handbags and shoes, and her kid gets a jar of mayonnaise? I feel like the power play would be to get a Gucci handbag, empty several jars of mayonnaise into the handbag, and give the mom that. And how is she calling these essentials? How is Jimmy Choo, Louboutin, and Gucci handbags essentials? Posted to Facebook. Before you ask me on a date, just know that I'll only agree to lunch or dinner depending on my schedule, and you'll have to provide the following first. $50 for gas. I refuse to ride with you in case I want to leave. $75 to $100 for a babysitter, or you could pay for 2 more meals. $100 for a Shein haul. I need to be able to try on a few options for our date. For those who don't know, Shein is apparently a clothing brand, so I guess you've got to buy clothes for her to go on the date too? $100 for my toes. No need to worry about my nails since I don't get them done anyways. Yes, you'll be paying for the whole date. No, I will not be sleeping with you. And the second date will depend on how well you tip our server. If this is too much, then I'm not for you. I live my life like this already, and if you can't, then please leave me alone. Ladies, am I missing anything else? So for those who haven't done the math, that's $350 just to get her to show up, and then you still have to pay for the meal on top of that. So, I've never employed the services of a prostitute. I don't intend to, so I'm not really up to date on what prostitute prices are. But I feel like at this point, you might be better off just hiring a prostitute. Posted to Facebook. Hello, fellow moms. Apparently, I have to make yet another post needing childcare. I get that we're coming out of COVID after a year and a half of being shut down and not bringing home funds, but that doesn't mean that all of us hardworking parents can afford these ridiculous prices thrown at us. A lot of daycare facilities charge $475 per week. I had my child at the best daycare and I was actually charged that. The reason they're allowed to charge more is because they actually have taxes taken out. Yeah, Uncle Sam, aka the government, aka the IRS, gets their cut. Also, factoring in that they undergo specific schooling requirements that the government oversees and their facilities are under government control, which means they do regular checks for health and safety standards. Now, about me and why I won't pay a ridiculous charge to have my child watched. I work in a warehouse busting my butt in a building that's factually proven to be 20 degrees hotter inside than outside on any day. I'm walking over 2 miles a day and lifting 50 pounds by myself on ladders and such. I'm pulled in 100 different directions, but I can still answer who, what, when, why, and any other type of question there is without giving attitude at any given moment. And I also catch hell for other people's screw-ups because that's part of my job. I have to drive 1 hour one way to get to my job from my home. Despite most companies paying $3 more for my specific job title, I actually like my company and my coworkers even though I make $17 per hour. I privately pay for everything, meaning no government assistance, no funds from baby daddy, and no funds from my family. Gas prices. Enough said. Okay, I gotta take a quick pause here and say that this post is way longer than I thought it would be, so I just can't maintain my Karen voice for this long, so we'll switch over to my normal voice so I don't strain myself. So, unless Big Brother, aka the government, has legal control over what you do in your home concerning kids, then you have not earned that ridiculous price tag. Now that I gave out my 2 cents, here's the other part of me. I'm a mostly easygoing single parent of a beautiful, easygoing, hardly fussy 8-month-old girl. I work as an inventory specialist, aka material handler, aka shipping and receiving clerk, aka inventory clerk for a Fortune 500 company in the East End of blank. I'm a cat-friendly household with 1 foster, a feral colony mama turned into my fur baby, and a foster who's available for adoption. PM me for details if interested. I've done this parenting thing solo, meaning no funds, no physical assistance from anyone. And I've been successful at it until I went on extensive medical leave under my paid for private health insurance that I received short-term disability at 60% pay rates. My time off work was exclusively about my daughter and her health needs. I have yet to get started on my own health needs because, again, Uncle Sam and his ridiculous prices. I don't go out and party, nor hang out with my friends, nor blow my money on anything for myself. My money goes to bills, debt payoffs, and then mostly to get my child everything she needs, with a few wants that are pre-used items and, of course, the necessities for my cats. I have plans to get back into college to get a diploma or a certificate to better myself in life for my child, so eventually, 2 years from now, I'll be able to hopefully afford more because I'll make a lot more money. As for what I'm looking for is someone who's been in my shoes, who has rode the struggle bus, who is humble to be a caregiver for my child. That way, I can go work my butt off for corporate America to make someone else rich. I'm looking for someone who will appreciate the extra income that I can provide them each week. But I'm willing to do cash payments if you sign receipts showing that you were indeed paid in full. I can afford approximately $100 to $130 weekly. I'm looking for someone reliable, consistent, compassionate, and empathetic. I do require you to be fully vaccinated against COVID, plus all regular vaccines required in childhood and the flu vaccine, or you're going to wear a mask and non-latex gloves at all times. No exceptions. I don't have much of a preference in my home or yours, as long as there's cameras installed in case of a serious injury. In the event of an accident, I want someone who is CPR/AED certified or someone who can administer proper immediate treatment. Once treatment has been administered, you're to understand that you are to notify me immediately. No exceptions. Please comment or message me if you've read this post, agree, and fully comprehend this post. Thank you for your time. Jeez, this lady's talking about the struggle bus. Reading this post put me on the struggle bus. And if you're wondering about the math, this comes out to $3 per hour. Also, OP was kind enough to include some screenshots of what people were saying to the original Facebook post. I'm a single mom too. Not many people can afford to provide childcare for you for $3 an hour, before taxes and with no benefits, unless they're watching a lot of kids at once. We're all just trying to survive out here. Then they can go work for a real job like I do and be law-abiding citizens and pay taxes. Bye-bye, witch. Maybe try asking some college kids. $400 a month isn't enough for anyone providing care. There's a reason that daycares charge what they do. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I posted that. Yet again, I will not pay ridiculous prices for someone not being a law-abiding citizen. Bye-bye, witch. What are you even on about with law-abiding citizen? You won't pay ridiculous prices, but expect people to watch your kid for a ridiculous price? Okay. I'll be honest though, I didn't read your novel. I'm offering cash, Little Miss Mouth, or trying to find ways to not report their income. So politely take your 2 cents and shove it because you had no business running your mouth on a clearly explained novel. Clearly, you're ignorant and arrogant. Now, goodbye. Oh, right. I didn't notice that the first read through because this post is so unhinged and the writing is so awful. I had to devote like 90% of my brain power to just understanding the sentences that I was reading so I could read them in like a somewhat comprehensible manner. But she's actually also looking for someone who will take cash as a way to avoid paying taxes. So she doesn't just want a cheap person to watch her kid, she wants a cheap person to illegally watch her kid. That was r/choosingbeggars. And if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.